Hello students, let's do rational numbers exercise 2C. Now this is found on page number 34 and we are now with question 5, subtract. So we're going to subtract 2 by 9 from 5 by 9. So in subtraction, whenever you see the word from, what comes after that should be written first. That means we need to write 5 by 9 first. So let's do that. 5 by 9 minus 2 by 9. Now the denominators are the same. So we can use the same denominator. So when denominators are same, we don't have to do anything with the numerators. We just have to subtract. So 5 minus 2. So let's write that. 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 by 9. Now 3 by 9 can be reduced to the lowest term. Both are divisible by a common factor, that is 3. We can divide both by 3. Now 3 ones are 3, so our numerator will be 1, and in the denominator 3 threes are 9. So we have 3 here. So what do we have as our answer? 1 by 3. So our answer to this question is 1 by 3. Question 2. Minus 6 by 11 from minus 3 by minus 11 we need to subtract. So the first thing we need to do is see that both the denominators are positive. The first one, minus 6 by 11, the denominator is positive, whereas in the other one it is negative, but we can remove the minus sign since both the numerator and the denominator have a minus sign. So now we have minus 6 by 11, subtract that from 3 by 11. So what comes after from should be written first. So let's write 3 by 11 minus 6 by 11. So denominators are the same. We'll use the same denominator and we'll simply subtract the numerators. So 3, I can write it as plus 3 minus 6. Now this is subtraction and we need to get it in the form of addition. So for that we are going to remove the brackets. So plus 3 will remain the same, plus 3. Now we are going to remove the brackets for minus 6. So when you remove the brackets, see the sign before that. The sign is minus, so this will become plus. So this is plus 6. So plus 3 plus 6 and the denominator is 11. So here 3 plus 6 is 9 by 11. So our answer to this question is 9 by 11. Question 3, minus 2 by 15, subtract that from minus 8 by 15. So what comes after from, you're going to write first. So that is minus 8 by 15 and we're going to subtract minus 2 by 15 from it. Okay, so denominators are the same. So we'll have that as a common denominator and we're going to subtract the numerator. So minus 8 minus 2. Now let's open the brackets. Minus 8 remains the same. The other number is minus 2, but before the bracket we have a minus sign, so this will change to plus 2. Plus 2. Then the denominator is 15. Now here it's become addition. This is the rule of addition that we're going to follow here, which says when signs are different, put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. So whenever signs are different, we subtract. So we put the sign of the bigger number and 8 minus 2 is 6. Minus 6 by 15. Now minus 6 by 15 can be reduced to the lowest term. We can divide both by 3. So when we divide by 3, 3 2s are 6. So we get 3 2s are 6 and 3 5s are 15. So we get 2 by 5. So what is our final answer? Our final answer to this question is 2 by 5. So whenever you can reduce it to the lowest term, you should do that. Now here we have a minus sign. So let's not forget to put the minus sign. It's minus 2 by 5. So carry that minus sign to the other side and see that your final answer has a minus sign. Question 4. Subtract 11 by 18 from minus 5 by 18. So let's write what comes after from first. That is minus 5 by 18. So minus 5 by 18 and then we subtract 11 by 18 from this. So the denominators are the same. So the common denominator is 18 and now we will write the numerators. That is minus 5 minus 11, which is plus 11. So let's open the brackets now. So that is minus 5. And before plus 11, we have a minus sign. So plus 11 will now change to minus 11. And this is 18. Now when signs are the same, put the same sign and add. 11 plus 5 is 16. So that's minus 16 by 18. Now 16 and 18 are both divisible by 2. So let's divide both by 2 to reduce this to the lowest term. So what do we get? 2 8s are 16. So we write 8 and 2 9s are 18. 8 by 9. So what is our final answer? Our final answer to this question is 8 by 9. Put the minus sign there and the minus sign here because we have minus 16 by 18, isn't it? So minus 8 by 9 is our final answer. Question 5, minus 4 by 11 from minus 2. So what comes after from? Should be written first. We write minus 2 minus 4 by 11. Now 2 will give it a denominator. So it becomes 2 by 1. The value doesn't change. So now the denominator is 11. So that will be used as the common denominator for both because the other denominator is 1. Okay, so 1 into 11 is 11. So we multiply minus 2 into 11. Minus 2 into 11 is minus 22 because 11 2s are 22. Minus, now let's go to the next one. 11 1s are 11. So here we have minus 4 into 1. So minus 4 into 1 will be minus 4 itself. So now let's open the brackets. Minus 22, I'll write it as it is. Now, before minus 4, there is a minus sign, isn't it? Before the bracket. So, minus 4 will now become plus 4. Plus 4 and the denominator is 11. So, now signs are different. Minus 22 plus 4. So, we put the sign of the bigger number and we subtract 22 minus 4. Let's do that. 22 minus 4. So, this is 1. 12 minus 4 is 8 and 1, 18. So this is 18 by 11 minus 18 by 11. So our answer to this question is minus 18 by 11. Question 6, subtract. So the first one here is minus 3 by 10 from 1 by 5. So whatever comes after from we write first. So 1 by 5 minus 3 by 10. So now as you can see the denominators are different 5 and 10. So we must find the LCM of the denominators. Let's do that. Let's take the denominators 5 and 10 and find the LCM. Let's use 5. 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10. Now I can use 2, 1 and 1. So LCM is equal to 5 into 2. 5 2s are 10. So 10 is our common denominator. Let's use the LCM here as the common denominator, 10. Now 5 into 2 is 10. So we multiply 1 into 2. 1 2s are 2 plus 2. Let's put it in brackets. Minus, let's go to the next one. 10 into 1 is 10. So minus 3 into 1 will be minus 3 itself. Minus 3. Now let's open the brackets. Plus 2. Before you open the bracket, just look at what is the sign before the bracket. Now here before the bracket we have a minus sign. That means minus 3 will now become plus 3. So we remove that minus sign and put plus 3. And the denominator is 10. Now 2 plus 3 is 5. Denominator is 10. So we get 5 by 10. Now 5 by 10 can be reduced to the lowest term. Both are divisible by 5 itself. So divide the numerator and the denominator by 5. So 5 1s are 5 and here 5 2s are 10. So what do we have? We have 1 by 2. Now this is our final answer. 1 by 2. Question 2. Minus 6 by 25 subtracted from minus 8 by 5. So we'll write minus 8 by 5 first. Subtract minus 6 by 25 from this. So denominators are different. Let's find the LCM. So now let's start with 5. 5 1s are 5. 5 5s are 25. Continue with 5. 1 and 1. So what is the LCM? The LCM is 5 into 5. 5 5s are 25. So we're going to use 25 as a common denominator here. So this is 25. 5 into 5 is 25. So minus 8 into 5. That will be minus 40. 8 5s are 40. Minus, now the next one, 25 into 1 is 25. So minus 6 into 1 will be minus 6. Let's open brackets, minus 40. And before the bracket here, we have a minus sign. So minus 6 will now become plus 6. Plus 6. And the denominator is 25. Now in the numerator, the signs are different. Minus 40 plus 6. So we put the sign of the bigger number and we subtract. 40 minus 6 is 34. 34 by 25. So our final answer is minus 34 by 25. Subtract minus 7 by 4 from minus 2. So let's write minus 2 first. So minus 2 minus 7 by 4. So let's give to the denominator 1. So now let's find the LCM. Now whenever you have one denominator as 1, the other number becomes the LCM. So the LCM for this is 4 and we're going to use that number as the common denominator. So we have 4 here and now 1 into 4 is 4. So multiply minus 2 into 4. Minus 2 into 4 is minus 8. Minus, now go to the next one. 4 1s are 4. So minus 7 into 1 is minus 7. Now let's open brackets. Minus 8. Now before the bracket you have a minus sign. So when you remove this brackets, change this minus 7 to plus 7. So that is plus 7 and the denominator is 4. Now the numerators, the numbers have different signs. So put the sign of the bigger number and subtract 8 minus 7, that's 1. So minus 1 by 4. So our final answer here is minus 1 by 4. Question 4. Minus 16 by 21 from 1. So let's have 1 minus 16 by 21. So let's give this the denominator 1 and now our LCM will be 21. So we're going to use that as a common denominator. 1 into 21 is 21. So let's multiply this also by 21. So that will become 21. Minus, so this is plus 21. Now the other one, let's go to the next one. 21 into 1. So minus 16 into 1. So that will be minus 16 itself. Now let's open the brackets, remove the brackets here, plus 21. Before you remove minus 16, the brackets for minus 16, look at the sign before that, it's minus. So minus 16 will now become plus 16 by 21. So 21 plus 16, let's do that. 21 plus 16, 1 plus 6 is 7, 2 plus 1 is 3, 37. So this is 37 by 21. Now we can convert 37 by 21 to a mixed number. So let's do that by dividing 37 by 21. 21 ones are 21 minus 7 minus 1 is 6. 3 minus 2 is 1. So we have 116 by 21. So that's our final answer. The mixed number here is 116 by 21. Question 5. Subtract minus 8 by 15 from 0. Now let's rewrite that. This will be 0 minus 8 by 15. Isn't it? Now whenever you subtract any number from 0, your answer will be the same number, but the sign will be the opposite. Okay, now if I have to put it like this also, you can make out that the sign is going to be opposite when I remove the brackets. So this will become 0 plus 8 by 15. So the final answer is 8 by 15. So when you subtract any number from 0, you get the same number, but the sign will be the opposite sign. So in our question we had minus 8 by 15. Now our answer is 8 by 15 or plus 8 by 15. Now subtract 0 from this number. So when you subtract 0 from a number, you get that same number back. So if I have to write this, minus 3 by 8 minus 0, my answer will be minus 3 by 8. This is the rule for subtraction when 0 is involved. Whenever you subtract 0 from any number, you get back that same number. Question 7. Subtract minus 2 from minus 3 by 10. So we write minus 3 by 10, and from this we're going to subtract minus 2. So let's give it the denominator 1. So this becomes minus 2 by 1. So here the denominators are different. One is 10 and the other is 1. So our denominator or the LCM will be 10. So now 10 into 1 is 10. So minus 3 into 1 will be minus 3. Minus 3 minus, when we go to the next one, 1 into 10. So 2 into 10 will be 20, which is minus 20 because it's minus 2. Minus 20. Now let's remove the brackets. So minus 3. Before minus 20, there is a minus sign. So this will change to plus 20. So now plus 20 and the denominator is 10. Signs are different. So we put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 20 minus 3 is 17. So we get 17 by 10, which can be converted to a mixed number by dividing 17 by 10. 10 ones are 10 minus, then we have 7. So this becomes 7 by 10, which is our final answer. 7 by 10. Question 8. Subtract 5 by 8 from minus 5 by 16. So let's write that. Minus 5 by 16 minus 5 by 8. So the denominators are different. Let's find the LCM. 16 and 8. We can use 2. 2 8s are 16. 2 4s are 8. 2 4s are 8. 2 2s are 4. 2 2s are 4. 2 1s are 2. Then 2 1s are 2. So what is the LCM? Let's multiply all the 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4 2s. So now let's multiply all these. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. So 16 is your LCM, which we're going to use as the common denominator. So let's write 16 and go to the first rational number. 16 ones are 16. So minus 5 into 1 will be minus 5. Minus 8 into 2 is 16. So 5 into 2. 5 2s are 10. So that is plus 10. Now let's open the brackets. So minus 5 and plus 10. Before that there's a minus sign. So this becomes minus 10 by 16. So after we remove the brackets, we got minus 5 minus 10. Now let's work out the numerators. When signs are the same, put the same sign and add. 10 plus 5 is 15. Minus 15 by 16. So our final answer here is minus 15 by 16. Question 9. Subtract 4 from minus 3 by 13. So we need to write minus 3 by 13 first and then minus 4 from this. So 4 will get the denominator 1. So now our LCM will be 13 because the other number is 1. 13. So now 13 into 1 is 13. So minus 3 into 1 will be minus 3 minus 1 into 13 is 13. So we have to multiply 4 into 13. So let's do that. 13 into 4. 4 3s are 12, carry 1. 4 1s are 4, 5. It's 52. So that will be plus 52. Now let's remove the brackets. We get minus 3 Before plus 52, we have a minus sign. So this will become minus 52. And in the denominator, we have 13. Now, signs are the same. Put the same sign and add. 52 plus 3 is 55. 55 and the denominator is 13. So that is our final answer, minus 55 by 13. So with this, children, we come to the end of these questions. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.